Okay, so hopefully at this point you visited the Moodle link that I have for the final song or the final project here. So I guess this part of the video I'm just going to explain it and go over it using the terminology that we learned throughout the semester. So I guess as songwriters you got to start somewhere, right? So I'm going to start here with the premise. What is the song about? Well, the song is about a man who's thinking about how lucky and blessed he is. From which perspective? The character in this case, or the man of the story. So the intended audience, throughout the piece, the man is addressing himself for the most part, and he also addresses his newborn son. So, for the most part, what I did with this song is verse 1 explains how he's laying in bed, thinking about how blessed he is to have this beautiful woman that's by his side, resting peacefully, and he's thinking how blessed he is. As it goes to the chorus, I kind of made it a little like symbolic, I guess. When it goes, let our love be your blanket, let it keep you warm and safe. Let our love be your blanket and bless us all through this life. As it gets to verse 2, we see now that this woman is resting again because she just had a newborn child. And, it says 8 pounds, 9 ounces. He'll be safe right next to me. So he's very fortunate and blessed to have such blessings in his life. And it goes on from there. So I guess the purpose of my song here is to open your heart and let love surround you like a blanket. And, always accept God's blessings. When God sends blessings, most people will accept them. So the genre here, I guess it's a love ballad. I pretty much write a lot of those. I guess that's kind of just me. I guess I just am that type of person. So the deliberate devices of this piece, there's a lot of repetition throughout. Verse 1 and verse 2 are very similar. The wording changes up a little bit. The choruses are very similar, if not exact. The bridge, So those are pretty much the main deliberative devices. So with this song, for the most part, I was a music first type person, and I usually am with a lot of my songs that I write. However, in this song, I kind of did like an all-at-once type of song. So what I did here, I started out on verse 1. Okay, I wrote all the chords for it. I wrote all the chords out for the chorus, and then I wrote the lyrics for those two. Then I started on verse 2, and I kind of just repeated it, which is very similar in most songs. Then I did the chorus, which is pretty much the same. But when I got to the bridge, it became an all-at-once type thing because I changed the chords up a little bit, and I just started throwing some words together, and it came together, which was kind of interesting because normally it doesn't work that way for me. So I was glad it happened like that. So as far as repetition of the song, I would say it tends to be more formal in repetition. Being that it has verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, the bridge, then the chorus again, and then it ends. And then there's a little solo right after the bridge, and then the chorus, and then it ends. But there's very little change as far as the music end of repetition. I mean, there are slight changes in the lyrical ends of it, as you can tell. One of my favorite lessons in this course was lesson 6, which was melody. We also did the group project for it. It was the leap in music. I tried to incorporate that in this song. You can see it in the chorus where it goes, let our love be your blanket. So it goes, let me see, where we at? So we're down here. So if we go down here, it rests easy. So we'll play there. So. And then right here. So you see there how I ended on the tonic here, but then I made a giant leap, a whole octave. From this D I was down here. I jumped up a whole octave to go let our love, and then it goes down as it continues. So it descends. I thought that was kind of interesting. I wanted to incorporate that because I really like that song, No One to Love, and I really like that leap. I love that song so much, and I'd never heard it before this course. But But I love that song so much I actually learned it. So. I love that song so much I learned it, and I played you a little part of it. But anyway, that was one of my favorite lessons. So anyway, I thought I would just share that with you. So as far as the scales lesson, for this piece, we see that at least my intentions were. Here we start off on verse 1. We see the tonic, which is D, in this case. I kind of changed it up a little bit. I did I guess it's a submedian, where you which is halfway to the tonic here, and then it goes to the subdominant, which is G, being that we're in the key of D, and then it kind of right here, this G over A, which really could just be played as an A. That in this case would be the dominant, and then it goes back right here to the tonic. So I thought I would share that. So in this case, it'd be the 1 chord. This would be the 4 chord, and the 5 chord would be the G over A, which you could play as A. Which in this case, we'll say it's A. Would be the 5 chord. The tonic is obviously usually the strongest. That's our starting point. That's where we start. And then the subdominant is stronger, and or I'm sorry, did I say that right? Is strong. I'm sorry. And then the dominant, which right here, which would be A, is stronger. And then we go back to the 1 chord, in this case the D, and the tonic, which is the strongest chord. So in a way, I guess you could say for the antecedent and consequent phrases, here we have the antecedent, which is like the question phrase, and then we answer it here with the consequent. And then we go back to the antecedent and consequent. So with the antecedent, we know that it has a weaker cadence. We can't end the song right here. We have to continue on with it right here where it goes this. So that's when we go to the subdominant and dominant later on throughout the second verse, which is the consequent phrase, and it has a stronger cadence. It feels more finished. And then we continue on with the rest of the piece. Another part, or another lesson rather, that I really enjoyed was word painting. What I did here is, for word painting, where it says where is it at? 8 pounds and 9 ounces, he'll be safe right next to me. What I did was I kind of did I did that, but I changed it up a little bit to fit the music. I thought I would kind of add something like a small lullaby in it to symbolize that, that we're dealing with a young newborn child here. I thought that was kind of interesting, and I added kind of like some lullaby characteristics as far as word painting, in the higher notes throughout the piece, and you can hear that if you listen to the Moodle link of my song. So I thought, like nursery rhymes, like a nursery rhyme. I thought it was kind of interesting. There are a couple metaphors that I tried to instill in this piece, it's pretty much throughout the chorus, where it says, "Let our love be your blanket," let it keep you safe and warm. Let our love be your blanket. That's a metaphor. And bless us through this life. So I tried to instill a lot of those in there. It's kind of symbolic by saying, "Let it keep you warm and safe." This blanket, obviously. Let love bless us through life. It's kind of a metaphor. As far as accompaniment, that's pretty much what I did. I did, like I said, I added some word paintings, but I tried to do a lot more accompaniment and just let my voice do the melody of the piece. As far as the texture, I guess you could say it's homophonic. The melody and accompaniment, that's kind of what homophonic is. One voice stands out as the melody, which in this case would be my voice, with the background music, which is the accompaniment of the piano. So, pretty much, that's what I got for this song. I tried to instill as many lessons that we learned into it as possible, but, can't put everything in there. But I tried to instill a lot of it. I have the leap, I have the accompaniment, and the chords throughout. What else did I have? I tried to instill a lot of metaphors in it. You know, a little bit of symbolism, even though that's kind of more or less a different term. But there's tonic, subdominant. I even kind of put like a submediant chord throughout it. Dominant, tonic chords, which are 1, 4, and 5 chords. We see that. Like I said, we see the leap in it. We see a lot of repetition. I would guess I would qualify it as formal repetition. And I'm usually the music first type of person, usually. But like I said, it was kind of interesting that, you know, where was it? For the bridge, it just came all at once, which was kind of interesting. And I'm glad that it did, because I kind of experienced something a little newer. So anyway, I guess that pretty much completes my song here. I hope I didn't put you to sleep. I hope everybody watched it and enjoyed it. And I thank you for watching this section, and thank you for watching my video, and I thank you for listening to my song and being so supportive and just really, I just thank you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next spot. Well, hopefully you stuck with me throughout this long video. It was a little bit long, but I just wanted to express how I express music. You know, you've seen some places that I like to go to. You've seen the man that blows my mind as far as musical talent and ability. You've seen my instruments that I like to play that help me get my thoughts and ideas out into the world. With that being said, I'm quite sad to say that this course is pretty much over, but I learned a lot. I've seen a lot of great comments, a lot of great suggestions from all the fellow peers, and it was really inspiring to meet such nice people that have very positive things and kind words to say and supportive. And I hope that I supported and helped some other people and you know, given some help to people who need it. You know, everybody needs help with music. It doesn't matter if you're Liberace, if you're Elton John, anybody. Everybody can always use the extra help, the constructive criticism, the support. Everybody needs that, and I need it just like everybody else needs it. And that's what we had here. We had a lot of supportive people, and it was very nice. I'm going to miss this course, but you know, you just keep moving forward and try to learn and gain knowledge from taking such a course. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I guess have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.